been available here in the States in almost 10 years.
She is huge.
What's up and welcome back, everybody. In this box, we have $75,000 worth of the world's most venomous snakes. Let's jump right into it. This right here is a huge box. Now, this is almost worth the amount of our last unboxing, but this right here is strictly venomous snake. Yeah, there's one non-venomous snake in here. Everything else is all venomous. So unlike our last video that was mostly non-venomous, everything in this box will definitely unalive you.
Let's look at this one first. Let's get the non-venomous out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
So guys, check this out. This is a high yellow designer green tree python. Now, some of these animals are from Africa, some are from Europe. All of them, though, are at least captive born. Most are captive born and bred. This is a designer European line green tree python.
Crazy. So how much is a snake like this worth?
Snake like this is worth about $4,000.
I think we should start off with the venomous snake that is the most least expensive in here. So what would that be? Probably this little cobra right here, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna say the Cape Coral Cobra is probably the cheapest.
And guys, I want you to take a quick peek in this box. Quick. All right, too much. Back up. There's some crazy stuff. So a little hint, we have the world's most venomous snake right here inside this box, and I actually bought it. So stay tuned. Our next video is gonna be strictly about that venomous snake, but right now, we're jumping into these others. So we have, how many species do we have in here? Look, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
There's 8 or 9.
About 8 or 9 species. And for people who don't know, what's the process of importing venomous snakes from another country like Europe? Is it hard? Is it very difficult to go through? What do you have to do to import all these snakes?
I will say it's not easy. You have to learn all the legal paperwork and the legal process and how snakes get packed. So you have to trust the person sending the snakes to you, because if they package them wrong, you're on the hook.
I was going to say, the most important part is the lives of the animals, is them getting here safely.
Yeah, so like, you can get a shipment that's dead, you can get, if they package it like without insulation, for instance, like that can kill a shipment. But so there's a lot that goes into it. It's not the easiest thing. It's not, once you learn it, it's not incredibly difficult, but it's definitely got a steep learning curve.
Oh, look at the cute little buttercup. You're so cute. How long was this guy's journey all the way here to the United States?
About 4 days.
4 days.
So these were actually produced by my buddy Bjorn over in South Africa. He's the same guy that does the albino gaboon vipers. Now look at that.
Dude, he's a
feisty. Oh,
he is a hot kid.
What is up, dude? Let's see if he'll come out.
Kiss of death? Question mark?
Send it.
Man, that thing is beautiful.
Yeah. Now look at that. He sent me some pictures of the yearling animals, and they are beautiful golden color. They're not the pure yellow gold ones like some bloodlines are, but they're still gorgeous.
And this guy's going to change colors, right?
Yes.
He's going to get lighter.
Yes, he'll get lighter, a little bit more gold.
Yeah, and correct me if I'm wrong, are these like the really orange looking cobras?
They can be, yes.
Yeah, so
Chandler has the crazy
Yes.
ones. That was the, when I went to his house, he had some crazy.
That's definitely on my list.
Same species as Chandler. I'll show you the pictures. I'll send you a picture, and if you want to put in the video, you can, of what the yearlings look like.
We're going to drop a picture right now. Yeah, definitely one of my bucket list snakes, but I'm happy because in today's video, I'm actually getting a bucket list snake. It's right here inside this box. That's probably going to be the last snake we pull out. So don't go anywhere. If you want to see one of the most expensive and also one of the deadliest venomous snakes, you got to wait till the end of the video and we'll show you guys. This right here is known to be the fastest striking snake on the face of the earth. And this is this an Australian species or is this from...
This is an Australian. They're still classified under the same species that occur in and out of Australia. So this is supposed to be an Australian locality of that species.
You just had some of these too.
I still have some right here. Yeah. So I'll show you what, I let these grow up a little bit. I've been feeding them. So you can see what they kind of turn into. Wow. Because when they're younger, it's kind of hard to see what the colors look like. But yeah, these are the fastest striking snakes. When they hit their prey, it's lightning quick.
Which is crazy because if you listen to the name Death Adder and you look at that snake, you might think it's a viper, but it's not. It's actually an elapid. So this snake is more closely related to black mambas, cobras, rather than a viper.
Dude, this one is actually way better than the other ones I got. This is going to be a bright red animal.
Yeah, because you also have to take into consideration what it's going to look like when it's older. So if you get a baby that's got nice colors like this, you can tell it's going to be really nice as an adult.
That is a beautiful death adder. Sydney common adder. That thing's stunning.
Super bulgy eyes. Small snake. That's probably the small snake in the shipment, right?
For sure.
This is an elapid, which means the venom on these guys is absolutely insane. So you're dealing with the fastest striking snake in the world and also one of the most venomous snakes in the world. I think this guy is in like top 20, top 10 most venomous snakes in the world. We actually did a video of the top venomous snakes. And this guy was in our video. Pretty dang crazy. They're super heavy bodied, which is crazy to think they're an elapid, but it's just the way they are. It's just the way they evolved. But look at that.
Perfect. That thing's a stunner.
Smooth.
Looks
right
like
there.
a cat just went to the bathroom, honestly. It doesn't look like anything.
We went from Cape Cobras valued at like $400-500, Death Adders $500, $600 ish in that range. We'll go one step up.
All right,
and see what's in.
let's crank it up. Let's get some heat up in here.
All right, these guys I think are gonna be the next step up. Let me get a pretty one.
Oh man.
These are actually a locality and species of gaboon viper that hasn't been available here in the States in almost 10 years. These are Tanzanian, so East African gaboon vipers, Bitis gabonica, not Bitis rhinoceros like the ones you see everywhere.
Yeah.
And you do see some Bitis gabonica pop up from like Congo shipments. Those are still rare, but like I said, Congo does every year they come in. Tanzania though, this locality I think is probably
This
the
is like the
nicest.
purest of the purest right here.
Yes, this is hard to come by.
Their horns don't get as big.
They don't
right?
have horns.
They don't have horns. So
Yeah.
that's why their name is Bitis gabonica instead of Bitis rhinoceros, like the other gaboon viper, which gets super long horns. Crazy. I mean, the stripe on his eye. So typically these guys will have a stripe going back behind their eye and a stripe going below their eye. This guy's stripe is so wide and so broad,
Got one on this.
it gives him like a big black mask. I mean, look
Yeah.
at this guy.
And honestly, this isn't even the nicest one. I was kind of going through it a little earlier. There are some in this shipment that are bright pink. Like,
Yeah.
gorgeous. And she's not even the best example of the pinks. But gaboons are one of those animals that get better with age. Yeah, so basically the difference between the East African gaboons, the Bitis gabonica, and Bitis rhinoceros, the West Africans, the main difference is the horns. As you can see here, there are no horns. And then a telltale sign is if you look at his side of his face, right there, that little stripe is what Stone was talking about. The East Africans will have that. Some of them don't, so that's why you have to look at the horn just to make sure. But most of them will have some sort of stripe, like teardropping behind their eyeball.
We have a bunch of these. So how much
Yeah.
is something like this worth?
So these are $800 a piece for a single male, and they're $1,500 for pairs. Some of these are still available, same as the Death Adder and the Cape Cobras, but yeah, that's what these are priced at.
Yeah, so we have probably around like $30,000 worth of these little guys right here, which is insane. And look at these guys. This right here, these are baby black mambas.
How cute is that? Isn't that just a face you want to kiss?
It's so cute. Actually, I'm not even joking. That's so cute. Look at that. Typical black mamba behavior, showing you the inside of the mouth, solid black. That's how they get the name black mamba. Not from their skin. A lot of people think it's because their skin is black. It's actually a dark gray. Why they call them the black mamba is because it's pitch black inside their mouth. So how many of these guys do we have? One,
This is it.
two. This is it.
This is it.
This is it. The best quality black mambas you could ever buy. So if you guys want one of these snakes or any snake in this video that's for sale, hit up Ryan. You'll get a great deal. Tell him Stone sent you.
Yeah.
Let's say, how much are these little guys right here?
So these are $2,200 each.
Wow. That is insane.
That's it.
Just to buy something
That's
that
cheap
could
for a
actually
black
just
mamba.
end you.
Yeah, but where Ryan is buying this stuff, the country he's getting it from, the breeders he's getting it from are some of the best breeders in the entire world. They only produce quality stuff.
Yeah, that's why I import, guys, is I selectively pick things around the world to bring here to the US, so that way you're getting the top quality animals. They're healthy and they're rare.
Yeah, I mean, you could import these guys wild caught out of Africa, but you're looking at diseases and parasites. They're not captive born. But when you buy a quality animal like this, you won't regret it.
I always tell people when they want to buy when they compare wild caught prices to captive prices, they'll look at like a gaboon and be like, oh, it's $50, $100 for a wild caught one. Be like, yeah, but you're gonna buy 5 of them before you get one that lives, or you're gonna spend the $250 on a normal U.S. captive born bred one. Save yourself money, heartache, and headache. All right, guys, these next ones are actually not for sale. These are for my buddy down in Texas. I imported them for him. These are tiger phase squams. They're like little dragons, bro. So we'll take them out because we got to unpack them. Might as well show them to you guys. And these are actually not a ton of fun to open because these containers get stuck and these snakes.
Dude, that was a close one right there. So this is not locality. Ryan was just saying this is a morph right here. So
Yeah.
this is its own thing, you know? Which is why they're worth so much money. So each of these is worth anywhere from $3,500 to $5,000 per snake. Do you ever feel when you use those hooks like you have chopsticks?
Yeah, that's why I eat so much.
I feel like I'm eating Chinese food when I hold those hooks.
I'm always practicing.
What we are doing is highly dangerous. I mean, unpacking all these snakes, what do we have? Like almost 80 snakes.
Yeah.
It
This
is-
a don't do this at home. Don't do this at home.
Yeah.
Look how far that thing strikes.
I
too.
know. Yeah.
Like
How
its
crazy.
strike range is insane. But these ones went to the bathroom in their travel totes, but you can see. That is a gorgeous.
Dude.
But like, look at that strike range, bro. For a tiny snake.
Well, also look at like the head shape. It has the meanest head shape ever.
This is the coolest shot ever, bro.
Cameraman is risking his life just to get this shot.
And I'm pretty sure this is a little boy.
So what about the hairy bush vipers? Has anyone ever bring those in? Because those are some of the craziest bush. And you can see they're packaged well. Before they actually had tape on them. We have labels stating the common and scientific names. So everything here is done right.
The head
He's
on this
darker.
one is
He's
really
darker.
small.
Way darker. Which squam guys love.
Yeah.
People love like the darkest of the darkest squams for some reason. So I'd be in the opposite realm. I would actually like the one we just pulled out. But man, this is a cool snake too. Like look at the stripe behind his eyes.
And some of the squams too, it's a little bit more rare. They'll have solid black eyes, like doll's eyes.
Yeah.
They're crazy.
That's why I love leucistic stuff. I love black eyes.
Now, next up are these that are actually pretty freaking rare. These are Phuket's vipers, Phuket's tree vipers from Thailand. Trimosaurus pucanensis or pucanensis.
This one's insane.
Or
That's the male. This is an adult female, so I gotta watch my fingers.
Oh, so that's an adult. They stay fairly small.
Yeah, they're a smaller species. And I brought some of these in for my buddy last time I brought a European shipment in. I think that was the first time they had been brought in the country. So there's only like 2, maybe 3 pairs of these in the US. Beautiful snake though. And this is the uglier one, so they are sexually dimorphic. You can see the difference.
and they
between male
do
and
look like
female.
a Trimosaurus. Like if you look at the head shape, they really look like almost like a blue Enceladus. but-
Yeah.
Crazy, that thing is insane. The red tail is so fire.
And these are all going out Monday. So they're all
just
here
like a
for-
blue Enceladus. They got the red tails.
Now let's check out the male. And I don't really know the value of these because, like I said, I haven't seen any sold in the US.
Yeah, so we can't even put a price on this snake. Basically, if you were to ask us, we would tell you right now priceless. Like these, it's basically name your price. This snake right here is so rare. So if you are interested in this snake and you feel like you have an idea, or if you're willing to pay what you think it's worth, hit up Ryan and we'll see if he can make a deal for you. All right, cut. I'll give you $20. This one is nicer in my opinion. I really like this one.
It's like a Christmas tree eyelash viper.
Yeah, look at the pattern on his head. It's got like a Ming Sheng pattern on the top of his head.
I also like the white down its spine.
Yeah, I didn't even notice that. Good point.
Like that's pretty unique.
Now that's cool. All right, guys. Right now, this is probably the second most dangerous thing we're going to do in this video. The most dangerous thing is going to be at the end. But right now, we're going to be unboxing the black mambas. So if you know black mambas, if you know their behavior, you know this is probably the most dangerous snake in here. Not the most venomous, but this is definitely the most dangerous snake. So these snakes kill people every single year. They're super fast. They grow super large. They say a black mamba is so fast, they're actually faster than a Komodo dragon. So if a Komodo dragon and a black mamba are going straight, a black mamba will win every single day. But it's not just that. They can fly up in the air. They can fly at your chest, your neck, places where you don't want to get bit.
And they also can get up to like 13, 14 feet long. They're the second longest venomous snake on the planet, only to be passed by the king cobra.
And they have what's called an alpha neurotoxin. It's a super, super nasty neurotoxin.
Before I do this, let me just point out my safety measures, so Stone is aware. I'm allergic to snake venom. My only allergy, great. Beat that out. EpiPens. So, just so you guys both know.
Where do you want it? Right there? You want it right there?
Right straight to the jugular's main vein.
I'll leave that one up
So
to you,
this
alright,
is
Stone?
Pretty much what Ryan is saying is it's almost guaranteed death for Ryan if he gets bit by a black mamba like this. So
Yeah,
even
sure.
a baby has super toxic venom. And this is not a small snake. Even though it's a baby, even though it's a juvenile, it's a pretty big black mamba for being a baby.
So I'll just walk you guys through the safety measures while I'm telling Stone and Geo, just because, like I said, I am allergic to snake venom. I know that. I'm specifically allergic to African elapids because of African spitting cobras I had where my throat shut before. So if I were to take a bite from the snake, there is a very high likelihood I would die. So if no one helped me, so I'm going to walk you guys through what that is. I've got my emergency plan here with the hospital of choice. Call Mark McCarthy. If I get bit, he'll have antivenom for this. I've got the bite protocol for mambas in here that will walk the doctors basically through how to treat it once you get there. If I lose consciousness, hit me with the EpiPen. I've got the inhaler for my throat starts to shut. That way I help with that. EpiPen, inhaler help me out there. From my friends over in Australia, this is a snake bite kit. We've got the Australian pressure bandage.
Nice.
So if I get bit in the hand, wrap the, actually walks through, but wrap my, like say I get bit in the finger. Start there, wrap up to like my wrist. You'll know you have the right pressure when these rectangles turn into perfect squares.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
So what is that going to do by wrapping?
Is that basically like a tourniquet to stop the venom?
Somewhat like a, yes. So with elapids, like neurotoxic snakes, the main thing you want to do is stop the venom from spreading. Because if you can contain it to your hand, it takes longer to get to your central nervous system and shut your body down.
Yep.
Opposite when it comes to hemotoxic. You want that venom, like a rattlesnake, you want that venom to spread out because if it's concentrated, it's going to
start to rot.
It's going to corrode everything.
Yeah, so there's a lot of people saying nowadays, they're like, don't do a tourniquet, don't do a tourniquet. It just depends on what kind of snake you're bitten by. So if I get bit by a black mamba, the last thing I care about is the tip of my finger. I'm worried about my heart and my brain telling my lungs not to move, stuff like that.
And this is very dangerous. So like that's why we're doing all this, even for Stone and I. I've had black mambas, Stone's handled black mambas. The allergy kind of makes it to where, so order of events, if I get bit, drop. Just make sure that's snake somewhere that's not going to get you guys or get out.
Yep.
EpiPen, inhaler, tourniquet. One person call a 911 or in McCarthy, the next person call McCarthy's.
Gotcha. And Ryan's allergic to peanuts, so Lord knows what happens if he gets bit by a peanut.
And I swore I would never get mambas again, so this is stupid.
And I want a mamba. The reason why I didn't get a mamba right now is because the price has shot up. So black mambas are worth almost quadruple what they were worth back in the day. So Ryan, tell us why they're worth so much money right now.
So there's a couple different reasons why they're so expensive. If you want to get a captive born bred mamba like this, you're looking at like $2,500. The reason for that is, unfortunately, our friend Dingo, when he was bit last year and died from a mamba bite, he was one of the main people. Like I was importing mambas from him. People were getting mambas from him. Once he died, there's less people that can actually get them and ship them out of Africa.
Yep.
So they're not really coming up. The ones that are available are captive born bred. In the U.S., there's not really that many people doing it. Even in Europe, I found one person that produced them.
And these guys don't just strike; they lunge up and they strike, which I said is worse, especially with a big one, because instead of getting bit on your knees or your fingers, they can launch up and bite you right here, right in front of your heart. You want a longer hook?
No, these will be fine.
Okay, yeah, use your chopsticks, man. Definitely an expert level snake. If you're just getting into venomous snakes, a black mamba is not the snake to start.
And now the biggest thing with mambas is being super slow and meticulous. Because if you speed up, actually, if I move my hooks and move my body quick, it'll freak the thing out and it'll take off. And as you can see, he's hooding up because black mambas, they're not like cobras where they have hoods, but they do have kind of like they do have a hood. It's just more like vertical than a typical like cobra.
And to just like you said, that's why I'm standing in this corner like a rock. Because if this black mamba, he's already freaking out. But if he sees me twitching and moving around over here, it's just going to make him go even more insane. Now what Ryan's doing is this black mamba, he's ready to move. He's been in that box for a couple days. He's just ready to get out. So Ryan's just kind of trying to tire him out. He's not really hurting him by hooking him. He's just trying to let him get his energy out, slow him down, and eventually this black mamba will stop moving as fast. That's when he's going to lift him up, throw him in the bin.
And that's why having slick floors is nice, because he can't really get traction. Because trust me, if he had traction, he'd be gone.
It's so crazy about them. They like don't look like a venomous snake.
Yeah.
You know, compared to most venomous snakes you see around the world, like that doesn't look like a venomous
looks like a
snake,
black
dude.
racer.
Yeah, it just looks like a black racer snake.
And this is actually a technique that Dingo showed me when I was out in Africa. He called it raking, to where you just keep going, you just keep raking the black mamba, just to, like Stone was just saying, just to calm it down, let it exert that energy, and make it easier to handle. So I haven't been trying to pick the snake up. I'm just, see it, now it's starting to calm down.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually he's gonna stop, and then that's when I'll pick him up.
You don't want to be in a rush with a black mamba.
The one thing about black mambas too, especially for those that think about keeping one day and say you just bit the hook, it's a big black mamba. If it wants to bite you, it's gonna bite you. The only reason that people get away handling any black mamba over like 7-8 feet is because it chooses not to bite you. Like they're so quick and so big that like a 10-foot black mamba, like the one Chandler had Allison, if that snake turned around and wanted you, there's no way you're getting out of its way.
Yeah, it's almost like if they truly knew what they were actually capable of, they would bite you in a split of a second. But the truth is, they're not trying to attack you. I mean, even right now, this little guy is just trying to get away.
Now he is all back. So just like that. So slow, meticulous, and make sure you wear him out. And yeah, it did bite the hook a few times.
Like butter.
Next black mamba.
So let's see if that goes as smooth as the first.
Oh, we're sweating, bro.
And these aren't mamba hooks. So a mamba hook, I actually don't have a small one.
All right, guys. So Ryan took out the first one, so I'm gonna take a shot, taking out this little guy, and I gotta be careful because the dogs are out, so we don't want to get bit by a black mamba.
Alright. Dude, that shit is hilarious. That whole 3 minutes is just hush. No one's making a single noise, dude.
Let's do something non-venomous. I'm gonna wash my hands because I feel my fingers tingling.
I can
Oh,
feel
God.
my hands shaking like a leaf. Yeah, let me wash my hands too.
All right, guys. So this is the only non-venomous snake on the shipment. This is a high yellow designer green tree python. This is
Jesus, man!
yearling female. Yeah, she's not happy, as you can see. So almost got you.
Well, none of these guys are really nice, right?
No, you don't want to handle any of them.
All right, guys. Now, these are probably my favorite snakes in the shipment. These are Ugandan rhino vipers. So, these aren't your average rhino viper. I mean, look at this thing. The colors on these are absolutely insane.
Wow.
Look at the blues. Look at the red saddles. Look at the deep blacks. Look at the yellow on the horns. The yellow. This is insane. This is insane. Right?
These are by far the nicest rhino viper, nicest rhino viper locality of them all. These guys hold the cake. And again, these aren't the Congo rhinos that come in every year. These are pure 100% Ugandan.
And
Rhino
this one is.
That
Look
one's
at
got
the
more
blues on
blue.
that one too.
Yeah.
So guys, I want to take a quick second and I want to tell you about Scales Reptile Expo here in West Palm Beach.
Hey.
So look right there. We're all going to be here over at Scales. So if you want to meet me, if you want to meet some of your favorite content creators, Tyler Nolan, we're going to be out there. Everyone's going to be hanging out, having a good time.
Yeah.
When are the dates for that reptile
October
show?
18th, 19th, 2025 at the South Florida Fairgrounds in West Palm Beach. Saturday, 10 to 6. And then, guys, Saturday from 6 to 9 p.m., we're going to be having a U.S. Ark Florida auction at the expo. So the first one down here in South Florida, tons of fun. Sunday will be 10 to 5, so make sure you come on by and check it out.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great time. It's an awesome place to buy reptiles, and it's an awesome place to meet some of your favorite content creators, so we'll see you there. Back to these rhino vipers. So, beautiful one on the left.
They almost have like a Manxian look to them.
And this guy is, correct me if I'm wrong, but he's going into shed.
It looks like she is, yeah.
Dude.
Female on the right, male on the left.
So, are these like sexually dimorphic? Like, is a male nicer? Is a female nicer? Have you noticed any difference? Or
I haven't, but these ones, I mean, I don't know. I don't have enough, I haven't had enough of these to know. I've only had like 6. But what I have noticed is, the males have tended to be a little nicer. I don't know if it's just that litter or if it's something with the species.
yeah, because I know that's like same thing for like Mangsheng vipers, for example. The males are a lot nicer.
Yeah, these are 2023 animals.
These are only 2 years old?
These are 2 years old.
So a lot of these animals are already bought. Are these snakes right here purchased already?
Nope, these are actually available.
Ooh, doggy. So if you want one of these awesome venomous snakes, go ahead, hit Ryan up, and we're actually going to link his YouTube channel. So if you guys want to see more unboxing videos, more venomous snake videos, because there's definitely not enough of us guys, go ahead, follow Ryan's channel. You're going to see some awesome stuff.
The thing I like about these the best are those golden highlights in the saddle.
Honestly, I don't know what, like everything. The blue, the yellow, the red, the dark greens. It's like a Mangsheng green. I love everything about these snakes are here. I can't wait to see this one shed, because I really want to buy one of these.
They look holographic to me. Like, do you ever collect Pokemon cards? Like the holographic cards and stuff? That's what these look like.
It just looks completely fake.
Yeah, so the females you can tell because they have real short tails like that, and the male has a long tail. That's where the vent is on the boy, and that's where the vent is on the girl, so you can see.
So I wasn't really the biggest fan of rhino vipers. I thought gaboon vipers were cool until I saw these right here. So these are hands down off the chain. They remind me of a gabino. So what would be crazy is taking that East African gaboon, breeding it to these Ugandan rhino vipers, and producing one of the best looking gabinos in the entire world.
100%. That would be the breeding to do, with throw a Tanzanian to this.
So Gio just pointed out something which is awesome. The way they move, it's literally like a little caterpillar. Look at that. All right, guys, this is the last species we're going to be unboxing before we unbox my snake. So this right here is a Bothrops barnetti, a Barnett's viper. And look at this snake. And Gio just pointed out something cool. So she's twitching. I always tell people, if you see a snake twitching, it's usually a psychopath. And by the looks of it, this is a pretty crazy snake. That's why I'm recording and I'm over here. Because if I get locked in that corner with Ryan, it's going to be bad news. So we're going to film while Ryan unboxes this snake. Now, what's something cool about this snake? Because I'll tell you what, I've never heard of this snake. I know nothing about this snake. It's a cool snake. It almost looks like a rattlesnake at first glance.
Well, besides her hitting so freaking hard, the cool thing about this one particularly is, well, Barnettia are pretty uncommon here in the US. There's not a whole lot of them, but this female is actually, we think she's gravid, so pregnant. She's going to have live birth.
Oh, yeah.
And this particular trio of them produces pure striped Barnettii. So, like, those will be the first here in the US if she drops pure stripes. Because she did last season, and, like, just looking at her, she did poop while she was traveling. She still looks like she's got stuff in her stomach, so I'm gonna say she's probably gravid. So I'll hold on to her until she drops babies.
Not for sale. Not for sale.
I have 3 others that are for sale though.
Really?
Yeah,
there you go. So if you guys want a snake that looks just like this, are they as big as this girl right here?
No, slightly smaller.
A little bit smaller.
Adult males that are proven breeders, and then a female that will be ready to breed next season.
Yeah, so we got a pair, and also if Ryan produces some striped babies, you can go ahead and buy one of those, and then you can have another pair. So.
All right, I think she's gonna shoot.
Nice and gentle. Now, if Ryan were to just rake that snake out of there, she wouldn't be acting so nice, but nicely done.
She's gotta be gravid.
Dude, she is huge, bro.
She's gonna drop babies for sure.
All right, so you guys saw every species besides the one I got, but you didn't see every snake. So these are the rest of the snakes we got in the shipment. I mean, look, we got gaboon, gaboon, gaboon. We got cape, cape, cape. Gaboon, gaboon, gaboon. Cape, 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 gaboon, 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 gaboon. We got a ton of gaboon and cape cobras in here. Now for the last snake, I'm going to show you right now.
Oh, is he gonna show you? Is he gonna show you? Or gonna be? Oh man, that thing
What do you
is.
think?
Dude.
This is good. It's also the biggest venomous snake in the shipment.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm not going to show you. If you guys want to see that venomous snake, hit the bell, hit the subscribe button, check out my next video. We're going to show you that snake. Later, guys.